Yo, what's up? Welcome to another video, another YouTube video, another value video, where today I will walk you through biggest mistake I did in the sales process of my agency, especially especially in the beginning phases. So I will walk that through for you guys so you don't make it as well. So yeah, I prepared a little bit and we just talk to you so you don't make the same mistake, because I know it's easy to fall for, and it will cost you a lot of time and you won't waste your leads like I did. So that's why you kind of need to take, especially the sales process in the agency, that needs to be spot on. Like, I'm talking every step of the agency needs to be spot on, and you need to know what you're doing. You need to follow a proven framework. So yeah, so let's get straight into it, shall we? So yeah, so this sales mistake lost me potential clients. Um, Avoid this, right? So when I first started, I wasn't taking the discovery part of the sales seriously. This is very important that you do this. I wasn't getting enough pain, aka desire, from the prospects so that I could use during the sale. So I was just running a presentation without really caring about the prospects. So I booked them in from the cold call, and then I didn't even care about them. I just booked them in. I assumed that they needed my service, and then I just ran a presentation. And sometimes it wasn't even suitable to the clients. They didn't even need it. It weren't possible because they weren't the right type of clients for me. So imagine this, right? Someone calls you up and they get you on a meeting. And then you get on the meeting and then they just run a presentation. And you feel like, why do you need this? You have absolutely no reason to need it, because the person that booked in for the meeting and just ran the presentation haven't even asked any questions. So when the prospect comes in from the actual cold call, I was just running a presentation. I was just, hello, you good? Yeah, let me just share my screen so I can run the presentation. That's really bad. That's terrible. So you can't do that, right? You absolutely can't do that. So yeah, I was just really running a presentation without really caring about the prospects, and that lost me a lot of leads, guys. You can't do this, and this was when I first started as well. So yeah, you need to get enough pain and desire from the actual prospects. We get into that a bit later, but yeah. So you can't sell something to someone who doesn't feel any desire or pain to get it. And what I mean by that is that, for example, um, let's take the gym, for example. Why do you buy a gym card to go to the gym? Because you feel like there's either a desire to get in a shape, or there's a pain. Man, I don't really want to look fat, or I don't want to be skinny, so go to the gym. So you have a desire or a pain to actually buy the gym card, right? Or buy the gym membership, anything. So the same in business, right? So my niche, construction companies, I call them up. They need to understand, they need to have a desire or pain to actually buy my service. So that's why you need to ask discovery questions to understand the current situation and where they want to go. Sounds obvious, right? Yeah, it did to me too, but I didn't understand the power behind it, and I weren't taking it seriously. Maybe a few questions here and there, just to qualify them to see like if they even were an established construction company. But you need to understand that the flipping people can buy if they don't need it, or feel a desire or pain to get it. And this might sound obvious to a lot of you guys, but You need to go deep into the discovery questions. I'm talking deep. You need to know everything about your prospects. You need to know everything. So you do that by asking discovery questions, right? To understand the current situation. So yeah, the power behind it is absolutely brutal. So yeah, so when you get on a call with a prospect, take the discovery questions seriously and gather ammo you can use in the sale. This is key. So, for example, you ask the prospect, "Hey John, what annual revenue are you at right now?" Okay, you're at 3 mil a year. Okay, where do you want to go? They want to go to 4 mil a year. Let's make that happen, right? And what have they already tried to solve this issue? Okay, have they maybe done some local marketing in a newspaper, or they maybe tried another marketing agency and weren't working? How does it make them feel? How stressed are they that they can't spend more time with the children? For example, so this is you need to ask more questions, so the prospects need to speak more than you. Like, this was a mistake I did in the beginning as well. I was just talking, right? And you need to have the prospect talking by asking questions. And I obviously follow a sales formula, so I have all my questions, then I can write the answers and save it. You guys should do that as well. Not gonna share that today, but yeah, identify the problem or desire. Then ask follow-up questions on top of that to help the prospects understand that they really need your service. So, for example, okay, they can't grow to, let's say that example, they can't grow to 4 million USD a year from 3 million USD. How does that make them feel? How long has that been going on? How does it make them feel? What happens? Do they need to can't hire more people? What happens? Just ask a lot of follow-up questions. This is key. So ask a lot of follow-up questions when you ask questions. How does it make them feel? How long has this been going on? All of that type of way. So yeah, this is key as well. Yes, this is really key. So then, when you obviously gathered the ammo and you made the prospect understand, I don't know if you do 2 cold close, 1 cold close, but when you get to the presentation part, then you already have the ammo, right? And this is really key. So you need to make the prospect really understand that they have a pain and a desire. They need to go for that. Like, you need to go for that. So when you actually show them the presentation behind what you're actually doing, the prospect will understand the value and see it as a way to get to their desired state. This is key. Their desired state, and to solve that pain, to get that desire, this is key. This is really key. So once you drop the price, you can ask more pain, or not once you drop the price, but before you drop the price. So it's wrong here. So yeah, before you drop the price, you can ask more pain desire questions. For example, so you show them the entire presentation, then you can say, so John, if you want to go from X amount of annual revenue to Y amount of annual revenue, you understand that you have to make a decision and that this is the way for you, right? So ask questions to kind of make them understand the pain and desire. And this is key. This is not just me talking. This is facts. You need to do this, right? So you can ask. There's more questions you can ask, but you understand it. Like, the pain and desire, that's key. We need to understand that if you're not putting pressure on it, you won't get a sale. That's the reality of it. So yeah. So 80% of the sale happens during discovery. Don't rush this. This was a mistake I did in the beginning, right? So You get on a meeting, then you just go boom, boom, boom. I just want to sell this guy, right? You can't do this. You need to go deeply during the discovery to make the prospect understand the pain and desire. I've said that a lot of times now, but I want you to understand this and not make this mistake. So take the discovery part really seriously and make sure to write everything down. So you remember that. So as I said, I don't know if you do 1 cold close or 2 cold close, but once you get to that selling point, to that when you show them the presentation, you show them your previous results, and then before you drop the price, for example, then flipping go all in on the pain desire that you've written down. And mention how it makes them feel to not get what they wanna get. Then just flipping sell them. That's the reality of it. So this was a mistake, as you guys saw in the video. I made this in the beginning. I think a lot of people did, to be fair. I know a lot of people do. I know a lot of people don't take this too seriously, but this is really important to gather all this ammo so you can then sell them. So this was a key part for me, and yeah, hope this video could really help you guys, and let me know in the comments what you guys like, what you guys think about this type of videos when I give you guys value or try to teach anything, or drop in the comments what type of video you want to see next. And always make sure to drop like and subscribe. Follow me on Instagram and drop a subscribe on YouTube, felix.legion. And then I have a free group in my bio, so join that as well. So yeah, man. Peace.